Hey guys, nice to here. We're doing a quick summary today of this, obviously, Spyderco Kapara. I've had this knife for quite a while. This was one of my earlier premium knives, honestly, which should kind of date me. I think I got into knives maybe 5 years ago. The Spyderco Kapara is a very interesting knife. It is a unique design knife. It is designed by an Australian. Kapara has some meaning, I think, down there somewhere. Sure. It is what else is there to say, right? It's a unique thing. It's kind of funny, funky looking, surprisingly functional. A little over 3.5 inches of blade, about 8.25 overall. I mean, it's thin, it's small, it's carbon fiber, it's light. It's surprisingly great. Got a slightly thicker than you might expect spine, but it comes down to reasonable thickness behind the edge. Spyderco always does a great heat treat. This also comes out of their Taichung, Taiwan plant. And if you're going to go Spyderco, you go US or Taiwan. That's where I would suggest. That's where you're going to get your best stuff out of. I mean, their heat treats, I don't know how their Chinese made heat treats are, but and I know they do collaborations with Italy, and they're known for not heat treating great. But if Spyderco is doing the heat treat, it's probably pretty okay. This is razor sharp, still razor sharp. I mean, I've used this. I've had this knife for about 5 years. I've cut with this knife. I have not sharpened this knife. This thing is just holding a goddamn edge. I've said many a time I don't beat on my knives. I just don't. And I rotate so I don't carry them too much. But this thing's probably got a decent bit more carry than a lot of the knives in my collection. And yeah, it's going. It keeps going. Contoured carbon fiber, beautiful. G10 red black backspacer. It is a compression lock, as many as Spyderco is. I will say, because of how thin this knife is, the compression lock does feel a little bit tight. I'm thinking of getting what's it called? A KME from OCD for EDC. He loves the Spydercos. And he makes little inserts, G10 different materials, that you can just basically glue onto this area and give better access and easier use of this compression lock. They're pretty cheap. Maybe I'll link his channel down below, as I will link the full review of this knife. This thing's doing everything that your normal Spyderco is doing. Spider hole, compression lock. Typically, very frequently, that's one of their primary locks. Crazy looking ergos, yet they work. They do just work. Yes, this one's got a wire clip. And I don't like that it has this flat on the end of this wire clip. Pardon me. I never like when they have the flats on them, but a lot of companies do the flat. Spyderco in particular, let's see, is, well, sort of an offender for flats and egregious clips, in my opinion. they're just horrible. This one, you feel it. It's a deep carry wire clip. You're gonna feel it. It's kind of the nature of the beast. I wouldn't mind getting an aftermarket clip, maybe something slimmer, small, just popsicle stick, if I can find one. Choked up, though, it gets even more comfortable. It's super comfortable. You got a little bit of a guard here. The plunge, I mean, it doesn't have a sharpening choil. In fact, I think there's a video of the guy who designed this thing showing that you can just cut in a sharpening choil right there. He just used like a rod, diamond rod, to file it in. It's probably out there somewhere. I think I've seen it. But the sharpen trail drops, the plunge grind drops straight down, so you've got full edge here, and you don't have to cut in the sharpening drawer if you don't want. Full flat grind. This is just a comfortable, unique knife that I think is one of Spyderco's best knives. I really do. Like, I have a PM2. I'm not in love with the PM2. Maybe if I heavily modded it or something, but I don't know. It's not that great. This is the Tonto PM2. Do more of these, by the way, Blade HQ. Do more Tontos. This one was a factory second or something like that. It's got a little bit wonkiness in it. It's got a little bit of up and down. Just a hint. I mean, it's good. There's no doubt about that. But I'm not as in love with the PSM2 as a lot of people, I think, are. I don't know. I like this more. I just do. Maybe that's just me. But I think this is, if you're going for slim, slender, long functional Spydercos, I like this one. I like the Bodacious for more of a standard one, or the Shaman, but they're expensive. A little too expensive, but yeah, I'm saying in this one. Last time it was again. This time it's Who knew? I repeat myself. Oh wait, I'm reviewing knives. I have to repeat myself. Yeah. Okay. It's deceptively straightforward and deceptively great. For being a bit of a, as most Spydercos, odd bird. Not quite an odd duck in this particular case, but an odd bird. Maybe like a kiwi or something. Why do I say kiwi here? I don't know. These are really good, and they're definitely recommendable knives. I'm going to link them down below, and as I said, the original video. I'm going to call it here. Oh, I just want to mention that Great Lock, CPMS 30V, Spyderco does such a great job on that. They do. It's reasonably high edge retention, good corrosion resistance, pretty decent on the toughness. It's really all around great. I think it was made for pocket knives. And yeah, Spyderco's probably doing it better than most anybody else. So that's a great accolade. I do wish this was a captured pivot. It's not. But other than that, yeah. In fact, it's even T8 all around, which we don't see enough, which is great. In fact, most Spydercos are T8 all around, aren't they? Well, the American ones and Taiwan ones. That's nice to see. Not enough of companies have that. So, just wanted to point out a few things, talk about it, bring some attention back to it. This one's been out for a while, but it's a good knife. And that's going to be it for me. A little summary, a little quick talk. Spyderco logo, designer logo, make, location, and blade steel. Surprisingly, a lot of bannering or billboarding, but it's so minimal that it's not really billboarded, right? A lot of good here. A lot of good here. That's going to be all from me today. I want to thank anybody for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.